Have you ever wondered how anxiety might be impacting your spiritual growth? Anxiety is characterized by excessive worry and fear, and as we learned in our last video, it can considerably influence one's spiritual journey. It often clouds our minds with negative thoughts, disrupting the clarity that's essential for spiritual growth. This disruption hampers our ability to stay in the present moment, a key aspect of mindfulness meditation and self-reflection. Moreover, anxiety can reinforce fear and resistance to change, creating a barrier to the deep tranquility and mental stability we seek in a spiritual journey. It's like a shadow that obscures our inner light, preventing us from seeing our true potential. The good news is that anxiety, once we understand it, can be harnessed and transformed. It's not an enemy but a teacher guiding us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves. And understanding the impact of anxiety is really the first step toward harnessing its power. Did you know that mindfulness is a powerful tool for managing anxiety? It sounds too good to be true, right? Well, let's take a closer look. Mindfulness is about heightening our awareness of our thoughts and feelings, allowing us to tune into our experiences without judgment or resistance. It's like turning on a spotlight in a dark room, suddenly illuminating everything that was hidden or ignored. When we practice mindfulness, we start to notice the subtle chatter of our minds. We begin to see how our thoughts, often distorted and irrational, can contribute to our anxiety. By observing our thoughts, we can challenge their validity instead of getting entangled in them. We can say, hey, that's just another temporary thought. It's not a fact. Simultaneously, mindfulness promotes a focus on the present moment. It encourages us to step out of our past regrets and our future worries and into the here and now. This shift of focus is like a reset button for our minds, helping us clear away the cobwebs of anxiety. So what's the takeaway? Mindfulness helps us to see our anxiety for what it truly is, a series of fleeting thoughts and emotional reactions. It's not an enemy to be conquered, but a part of our human experience. So mindfulness allows you to observe and understand your anxiety better. Have you ever tried sending feelings of love and goodwill to yourself and others? This is the essence of loving-kindness meditation, a powerful practice that cultivates inner peace and self-acceptance. It's an invitation to open your heart to yourself, extending compassion and understanding inward. We all have experienced anxiety, worry, and agitation. They're common, and they may arise when we're navigating the uncharted waters of a spiritual journey. The key, however, lies in not resisting these feelings, but in accepting them without judgment. Understand that these emotions are just as much a part of you as joy and contentment. They're not signs of failure or weakness. Instead, they're markers of the human experience. And when we practice loving-kindness meditation, we're giving ourselves space to feel and be human. We're saying it's okay, I'm okay, everything is going to be okay. Through this compassionate acceptance, we begin to see our own perfections not as flaws, but as opportunities for growth and for learning. Through loving-kindness meditation, we learn to accept our own imperfections and to let go of self-criticism. So let's start today. Extend love and kindness toward yourself and embrace your journey, because it is uniquely yours. Imagine what might happen if you embrace your anxiety instead of resisting it. Imagine a world where anxiety isn't a foe, but a companion on your journey. A signpost that guides you toward understanding yourself better. It's about shifting your perspective. Rather than viewing anxiety as a disruptive force, we can acknowledge it as a part of our human experience. When anxiety arises, try inviting it in. Allow it to exist without judgment. Simply sit with it and give it room to breathe. Be present in the moment. Don't push your anxiety away, and certainly don't become anxious about being anxious. This is not about fighting a battle, but about fostering understanding. Remember, it's okay to feel anxiety. It's a common human experience, and it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It's about accepting these emotions as a normal part of the process and not judging yourself for having them. By accepting and even embracing anxiety, we prevent it from building upon itself through a cycle of amplification, leading us toward tranquility. Have you ever felt agitated and didn't know how to manage it? Agitation, like anxiety, it's a common experience, but it doesn't have to hinder your spiritual journey. It can be managed through several strategies, all centered around mindfulness and acceptance. First of all, try mindful breathing. This simple yet powerful technique can bring you back to the present moment, helping to calm a racing mind. Feel each breath as it enters and leaves your body, anchoring your attention to the here and now. Next, consider activities like mindful walking, stretching, or yoga. These can release physical tension and foster a sense of calmness. Each step, stretch, or pose becomes a meditation in motion, a chance to connect to the present. Lastly, remember to practice self-compassion and acceptance. Don't judge yourself for feeling agitated. Observe your emotions with detachment and without resistance. By using these strategies, we can manage agitation, cultivate calmness, and deepen our mindfulness practice. Anxiety, worry, and agitation are significant barriers to spiritual progress, but we have powerful tools and strategies on our side. By practicing mindfulness, loving-kindness meditation, and acceptance, we learn to cultivate calm, tranquility, and mental stability. These strategies will help you nurture a more peaceful and focused mind. Well, that's all for today. Please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video in this series, all about managing and overcoming fear on a spiritual journey. Until next time, remember, mindful self-awareness is a continuous journey where, with practice, you can manage your feelings and learn to rest easy in the present moment.